Alrighty, here we are, guys. Let's see. We are trying to work through a small technical error here. I believe my guest is unable to come in at the moment, and I'm trying to figure out why. But rather than make you guys wait on your own, let's see.
All right.
Hey there, David.
What's going on?
Hey, here we go.
Did you say anything?
It's all coming together. What's up, Chris?
I can hear you now.
Good.
All right. So you can't hear anything unless you add you to the stream right here. So what we're gonna do
French toast
is I'm gonna remove myself.
Here's that I'm the problem.
And then I'm gonna get you guys fired up. I guess we're already live. All right. Well, I guess we're live. Cool. You push the live button. All right. All right. It was nice to meet you, Scott. I'm going to let Travis take over. You good to go, Trav? Can you hear us, Trav?
Technical difficulties.
Little difficulties. It's all right. Can you hear us, Trav? Travis.
Let's try this. Talk to me.
I can hear you now.
Nothing, huh?
No, we can hear you now.
Well, can you guys hear each other?
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, in that case, I guess that's the end for me today.
Why, you can't hear it?
I wish you all the best. I will go ahead and I will back out. David, will you, I suppose, take over the podcast? You guys can hear me?
Yes.
Man, it's just me who I can't hear you guys. I don't get it. Oh, hey. Man, I think I figured it out. It's so exciting when it finally works.
All right, we're good to go now?
Yeah.
All right. I'll catch you guys later.
Look at that shit. Man. How you doing, Stewart?
I'm doing really good.
Hell yeah. We got to talk the other day. I thought that was a really great talk. You're a very, very smart guy. And you know what? You know what? I got to learn a lot about you this last time that we talked. And Stewart, I want to see if you can start out with your history and just kind of tell everybody the start of your story.
Well, I started off, I grew up in a little town outside of Pittsburgh. There's a farm, 400-acre farm. I came from military parents and a military family. My mom and dad were both in the Army. My dad was in the 82nd Airborne. And they divorced back in the late 70s, and my mom raised me by herself. And then I went into high school, joined the FFA, the Future Farmers of America, and back in the 90s, we started a aquaponics system where we grew tilapia fish and lettuce, and we sold both to the school, and we sold it to customers as well. We had a store, and then after high school, I went to the Marines, and I put 4 years in the Marines. I came out of the Marine Corps, and as a firefighter, I was going to a fire call in January of '98. I sent you the news clipping. Um, I was in a really bad car accident. I was in a coma for 6 months, dead a couple times, but then I was in a coma for 6 months. And when I came out of my coma, I couldn't work regular jobs, but I was trying. I wasn't giving up. And one of the things that has always been a passion of mine is food. Grew up on a farm, and it being in the FFA, I've always loved food and how it grows. And then in 2016, after I graduated college, after I was a security supervisor for a nationwide security company, in August 2016, I was at Denny's with my wife and kids, and I had a stroke. And then after that, I was having multiple strokes a year, and we found out later on where the triggers were. And I couldn't work a normal job. I couldn't be under fluorescent lighting. I couldn't be around strong chemicals. So I was like, what am I going to do? I fell back onto my experience, which was growing up on a farm in the FFA. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start growing food. And I have a little tiny plot of land here. I'm like, I can grow, a few vegetables out back, but not a lot. And I can only do that during a certain time of year.
Sure.
Well, microgreens are a year-round production. I can grow right now. It's 20 degrees outside, and snowing, roads are bad, and you don't expect the farmer to go out and harvest microgreens. But I can go ahead and harvest these right now. And I started Stewart Microgreens with the help of SCORE, Small Business Administration, Cornell Cooperative Extension, Cornell University, a few other agencies as well. And I started Stewart Microgreens, and January last year, I became an LLC. And I went to a few more markets. I did very well. And now I'm in restaurants, and I want to boost production. So I created my kits, which are right here. It has everything in it that you need. And I'm starting my life over. Life is a lot of challenges, and I won't stop. I got to keep going, and I think food's the best way to go. So,
Absolutely. What all comes in the kit?
well, what comes in the kit is in the box. You get a pillow, so if you want to take a nap.
Ooh, I love nap.
You get the instruction manual. You get a recipe card. Because some people don't know what to do with microgreens, but I give you a recipe card. It comes with the lid, spray bottle, the growing medium, which is that ground up coconut shell.
Cool.
And it comes with a pack of seeds and a tray to grow it all in. Go on my online store, stewartmicrogreens.net, and you can look at some of the kits I have available, and you can order right online. I am here in the southern tier of New York, and I will be going to multiple farmers markets this year, and I'm trying to expand.
That's awesome. Well, for the first time growers, what type of microgreens do you suggest they grow?
Start off with something easy. The peas, sunflower. Sunflower can get a little bit tricky at times, but it's easy to grow. Radishes definitely, because radishes, this is what I grow here in a commercial tray, and this here is a red arrow radish, nice and spicy, really delicious, and it goes with so many foods.
Yeah. Are there a lot of benefits with that, with eating microgreens?
There's a lot of health benefits to them. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not very good at saying this word, but it's polyphenols. It's a anti-cancer ingredient that's in green vegetables. And microgreens is concentrated with those. So if you're worried about your health, microgreens are really healthy for you. If you want something that tastes really good, microgreens are the best thing to go for you. They're really relatively inexpensive and they taste great.
It's a blast of flavor too. They're very flavorful, right?
Very. I have one restaurant right now that gets my blended radish, and they absolutely love it. And they just put an order in Friday for a double order this week.
That's really great. That's awesome, man. I want to grow these things. How easy would this be to grow or start a business?
To start a business, it's you have to check with your local government at first.
Yeah.
The first thing is starting a microgreen business isn't expensive. You have to look into the permits that are required. Again, checking with your local extension and your local governments. There's so many organizations out there that's willing to help you, especially if you're a veteran. They will bend over backwards to help you. Here in New York, we have Incubator Works, which is an organization. Their sole goal is to help entrepreneurs in reaching their goals as a business.
Oh, wow.
They teach you everything about it. But to start the business, it's easy. The hardest part is actually the marketing and getting customers. The growing is easy, and I really recommend it for anyone. And one day,
what is the growing time for most of these?
For most of the microgreens, it's anywhere from 10 to 15 days.
Wow, that's fast.
These here are purple kohlrabi. These are 8 days old.
Wow. And you could eat them now. Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah, just pick it and eat it.
Oh, fantastic, man! It's such a small tray. I could just grow shelves of that.
That's what it's for. Because in the history of mankind, we have always said we need more food, so we need to have more fields. And with today's society, we're losing that. We're losing to cities. More people are not looking into farming, but we're just losing so much in agriculture. We have to look up. We have to look vertical growing, and this is growing these on shelves is vertical growing. And
that is awesome. Wow. Man, that is just. Would you be able to take your microgreens to a restaurant and like sell them at a restaurant and a farmer's market?
I sell it at one restaurant right now. I'm looking to hit a few more restaurants this year. The farmers markets, they love them. They always love them. And with organizations like Cornell Cooperative Extension, they have a little knowledge and background of agriculture, and they help promote your business.
Wow, that's awesome. What kind of ways can you eat microgreens? You can eat them fresh. I saw you pull it out there.
Yeah, you can eat them fresh. You can add them to salads, soups, sandwiches. One of the things I like to do is take like the pea and puree it, and add a little salt, pepper, a little bit of olive oil, put it on the outside of a roast, and bake it.
That sounds delicious.
If you like fish sandwiches, take the radish here, chop it up, add it into your tartar sauce, and stick it right on top of the fish sandwich. And it gives a little bit of spice to it. It's really, really good.
Oh, I love that. I'd love that on my salad. I like that nice kick when I get them. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. It was so. Let's see. So you were saying what seeds to start with? You said peas, radishes.
Sunflowers can be tricky at times. It depends on your growing conditions, but they're easy to grow. They're really simple. It really is. And as you become experienced in growing those three, then you can look into doing like purple kohlrabi and broccoli. Broccoli is really popular because broccoli is 40 times more nutritional as a microgreen than it is as a full plant. That's
insane.
And not only that, but there's many people across the United States who have problems with their digestive system.
Yeah.
Broccoli, because it is because it is microgreen. It's easy to digest. So you're getting all those nutrients and all those vitamins and all those minerals into you, and it's not a strain on your digestive system.
Wow. So this would be great for like cancer and just
Oh, it
fighting
is.
off. Wow.
It's like when we get shots against different sicknesses. Well, microgreens is a great way to fight off cancer, and cancer runs abundant in my family.
Sure.
I just had cancer last year. I had polyps in me, and they caught them in time and they got rid of them. But it just, oh whoa, I need to really sit back, and I just started eating more and more and more. And because I'm eating so much more, I'm also losing weight. So there's a lot of health benefits. It's not just getting rid of cancer.
You know what? It sounds like such a great gig to have fresh, ready vegetables every time. That's always my complaint. I want vegetables and I want them now. But the same thing, I just can't grow until spring comes. And I'm still another month or two before I can plant seeds.
Right.
But it sounds like with yours, I can just grow yours right at my counter.
It's you can literally. This was planted on the 3rd.
Wow.
And right now, ooh, spicy.
That's awesome. That's super cool.
Hey, you don't have to wait.
What a great way to start a business. What a great system. It's your health. It's everything to improve. It's a simple system. And we can get all the seeds through you. We can get everything through you. Is that correct?
Yes, you can get a kit. You can buy seeds. I'm working on getting my seeds onto my online store, so you'll be able to purchase. But this is a great system for anybody, and I'm really trying to get people out there around the United States to start a business growing microgreens.
Absolutely. Yeah, I certainly want to get on board. At least for myself, if not for the idea of a business. I think that's a great idea.
Those are some spicy radish. Woo!
Yeah, that sounds so good. Well,
I have my best ones are my blended radish, my daikon radish, and my red arrow radish are my best ones. And one I just ate and I'm having side effects of, that's my red arrow radish. But all of the radishes, especially the blended, is really spicy. So if you're into that type of food, it's great.
Yeah.
It is absolutely great.
Wow. It's more nutritious in this way.
Yes, very much so. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to get all of me through my website. My email is stewartmicrogreens@yahoo.com. And I will take time and I will definitely answer your questions. I take everybody's questions very importantly.
Absolutely. And you know what? We appreciate good customer service. It's and you've mentioned in the past you could even give you can be helpful with growing other vegetables and other plants. Is that correct?
Yes. Not just like vegetables, but you can do herbs, basil, popular. But you do basils, you can do thyme, you can do rosemary, oregano, mints. Mints are really good, especially when in the summertime. You take a mint, throw it in some lemonade, mix it up, and you get that nice mint flavor with it. Oh, really good. And it's fresh. You're growing it. You're not putting any chemicals in it, so it's organic.
Wonderful. No nutrients at all, huh?
And they're only growing this tall, and all the nutrients they need is already in the seed.
What kind of lighting is required? Is it?
The lighting that I'm used it's LED lighting. I started out using just regular old shop lights. You can get like at Harbor Freight or Walmart, Lowe's even. Just plain old shop lights is what I use. With the kits, I have this wheatgrass grows on top of my refrigerator.
That's cool.
And the reason I grow it on top of my refrigerator is because my cats eat it.
Oh, I love it.
It's good for them because it aids in their digestion. For people, you take it and turn it into a smoothie. Take that, blend it up, add a little honey, little walnuts to it. and just puree it and add it to ice water and just stir it up and make it like a slushy. But it's really healthy for you.
Would you be able to take some of this and add this to seasoning? Like, could you dry it and make seasoning out of it?
Oh yes. For example, when I don't sell it to markets, I dehydrate and I powder it and I put it in bags so people, if they want to use it down the road as a
Yeah.
seasoning for soup, salad, sandwiches, whatever, they can just open a packet, sprinkle it on, and use what they need. So if let's say you plant a tray bank of greens, you're gone for a couple of days, you come back, if you're kind of questionable, cut them down, dehydrate them, and they'll last a lot long
Wow,
than most other ingredients.
that's incredible. You can never go wrong.
And you keep the nutritional value to them.
Very cool. I'll tell you what, I am going to be ordering these things. This just sounds too good to just for my own health.
This has been around for thousands of years. It just since the 1960s, it's really come back in the mainstream. But with the past couple of years, technology is changing and it's making it easier to grow. And people are trying, oh, well, I wonder what happens if I do this or what if I do that. If it works, great. If it doesn't, then you're not out a lot of money. So
Yeah, I feel it's best to keep it simple. And this seems as simple as it gets. This is a great plan.
it's wonderful. At the farmers markets, pea is my biggest seller. The great thing about pea is it's freezer safe. And with these little trays that I'm selling my kits, you harvest it, leave about an inch and a half on it. You harvest above that, and then you keep watering it, and it keeps growing. And eventually the seed will wear out, but you'll get 3-4 harvests out of it before it wears out.
That's incredible. That's awesome.
And
you can rehydrate it.
Wheatgrass is just grass. You just keep watering it, it'll keep growing.
Wow. Man, yeah. Why aren't we doing this more? I would just grow it all through my house just for the heck of it anyhow. I think that's super cool.
Well, one of the questions brought up was about my lighting and how intense does it have to be?
Yes.
Like I said before, a shop light. It doesn't have to be that intense. The light, once it hits it, it starts greening, and that's what you really want to do. And because a lot of that light kills bacteria. People think of microgreens are the same thing as sprouts, and they're not. Because sprouts and shoots, when you put them in the jar and you grow them, that contains a lot of bacteria and E. coli, salmonella, even some other things, and just there's a chance for somebody to get sick. With microgreens, with the light hitting it, kills a lot of that bacteria.
Wonderful.
So lessens the chance of anybody getting sick.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know what, and then when you're all done, you could just compost whatever you have left, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And coconut coir is which is what I grow in. Technically, if you want to, you can eat it.
No kidding.
Yep.
Wow.
I don't recommend it, but all it is ground up coconut shell. There's no bacteria in it. There's no chemicals. There's no bugs in it. Nothing.
Very cool. That's wonderful. Yeah. So even if it does get in your food, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, because when you pick up a vegetable, you see dirt on it. What do you do? Wash it off. Why? Because you know, in the back of your mind, there's potential bacteria, mold, funguses in that dirt. With coconut coir, I don't have that problem.
Wow. That's killer. Well, that's awesome. That seals the deal for me. I'm 100% in.
You can eat these. You can eat the seeds. There's certain people think of eating seeds. You think of like lemon poppy seed muffins, or like they eat a bagel and it has sesame seeds on it. And like, oh, that's all out there that we can eat. Do the research, and I really encourage people to check United States Department of Agriculture, Cornell University, Penn State University, Idaho, Iowa, the big agricultural schools. They have so much information on seeds alone. So not only can you eat the seeds, you can grow the microgreens and eat the microgreens. And after the microgreens, you can take them and take some and let them go to full adult size. Harvest those seeds. That way you have them for the next time you want to use them.
Yeah.
But you can take the microgreens, and then you can powder them, and that'll preserve them as well.
Wow.
So many different things to do with them.
Yeah, so much. Yeah, with the seeds, are they higher in protein typically?
Yes.
Very cool.
There's a lot like vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin K. There's like potassium and nitrogen. There's so much good stuff in them. It's just now lately people are starting to learn more about them, and that's one of the biggest things with being a farmer is educating people about microgreens and about their produce.
Absolutely.
Don't listen to some podcast that they put down this and that. It's like, no, get your facts straight, then make an informed decision.
That's right. That's the best way. Absolutely. All about sharing the love and showing the love.
Exactly.
That's the way it should go. Well, I think this went fantastic. I loved all your information. Once again, can you tell everybody where they can find you? What's your website?
My website is stewartsmicrogreens.net. That's net. I'm on Facebook as well, Stewart Micro Greens. And if you misspell it and do Stewart Micro space Greens, you'll still find me. I have two of them.
I love it. That's awesome.
But these are healthy for you. They're low cost. And there's nothing that can beat them, especially when it comes to the flavor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely on board. How can you not be? Well, I really appreciate your time. And you know what? Everybody else, I'm sure, will really appreciate all the knowledge you brought. And there's so much more out there, guys. Do what he's saying and really look into it. Put your time into it and see what you want to do. And start small. Start with the smaller smaller ones to grow. Those were peas and
Peas and radishes are the easiest ones to grow.
Perfect.
Radishes, if you take the pea seeds and pre-soak them for like 6 hours, and then you plant them, you can have a harvest in 4 days.
That's incredible. Absolutely. Wow. Yeah. So great. I get excited. And I should be awesome, right? How do you not want to do this?
And as promised, I have the kilt on today.
Ah, yes, the kilt. Oh, yeah. I feel like that's probably on every time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like everybody else has comfy shorts when they come home. You have comfy kilts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Oh, yeah.
But like I said, I really want people to check out the website. I'm updating it. Will be by the end of next month. I will have a completely new website. Same information, but it's going to be a little bit updated. I'm going to have more recipes on there. If you follow me on Facebook, I put up recipes 3-4 times a week. Working on having it every day. It's just I just want people to learn about what microgreens and what they're eating.
That's fantastic. Health is everything. Well, thank you so much, Stewart. I really appreciate your time. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you, everybody who stuck around, and thank you, everybody who came on earlier as well. I know internet issues can be difficult. I was having a hard time with them. Mm-hmm. We'll be opening a group chat here right after this. And
I'll be on that.
Fantastic. Hope to see you guys there. If you have any questions, please reach out. Talk to Stewart. He's a great guy. His customer service is on point. And you know what? Thank you, everybody. Thank you again, Stewart. And
thank you.
Everybody have a good night.